Hello, crafty wenches. I am bringing you another process video, and I'm just going to muddle through on this one no matter what goes wrong because I don't have any extra stickers to use, so I can't afford to make 7 of these cards this time. Anyway, we're going to make a card that looks like this. It is the Sending a Smile card, and I call it a half door card because it kind of opens half of a door. Anyway, I'm going to put this down. And here's what we're going to need. We need a piece of cardstock that is 8.5 by 5.5. We need another little scrap of cardstock that is 2.25 by 3 inches. Same color preferably, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to use a piece of this lovely julep colored kind of water washed paper that is in the Every Little Thing paper pack. By the way, these new stickers, pretty amazing. Anyway, the water washed julep colors on the back of this beautiful blue floral, as you can see. There it is. So we're going to use a piece of that. And we're going to need a 4-inch by 5.25-inch piece of white cardstock. It's hard to see on this, but I've actually embossed this using the Stitched Circles embossing folder. Pretty cool. I did that offline. That's about all we need. We are going to use one of the stickers from the paper pack as well. So I'm going to get started. So I'm taking the piece of Wisteria colored cardstock that is 8.5 by 5.5, and I'm going to score it at 4.25. So this will basically make an A2 sized card. Once I've done the initial score line and before I fold it, I'm going to give it a quarter turn, and then I'm going to score it again, and I'm going to score it 2.25 inches from the edge. So 2.25 would be right here. And I'm only going to go in my score to that initial score line. So I've kind of created a little bit of a T here. Once I've done that, I can put this away. I'm going to go ahead and crease this in, and then where this score line is that we've made, I'm actually going to cut along that line. You can use a paper trimmer or you can use your scissors. I really should probably use a paper trimmer, but I am too lazy to get up and get one. So I'm just cutting along that line with my scissors. That means it's not going to be perfect, but again, perfection is nobody's friend. Then you're also going to cut down from the top so that you've now created this little kind of half door card. Keep the scrap. You're going to definitely need this. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, maybe the second thing actually, is I'm going to use the Random Active Cardness stamp set, which is the September stamp of the month. It has all these, I should turn this around. No, you're not going to see that well. This is the way I should turn it around. It has all these really cute sayings. It's pretty cool. If you order $50 worth of stuff, you get it for $5. I've already put the stamp I'm going to use, this Sending a Smile, in my MISTI. I'm going to clue you into something cool. This stick-it paper that you can buy, I think I got it on Amazon, and I have a sheet of release paper on top of it so that it stays stickier. This is cool stuff. It's sticky. You can put it, I've got mine on top of my MISTI mat, and then when I put my little piece of paper in the corner here that I'm going to stamp on, you don't need magnets at all because it sticks. It's quite wonderful. And then when we're done with it, this will pull off almost like a Post-it note type of sticky. And then you can just put the release paper back on and use it over and over. So I'm going to snug that up into the corner and we'll stamp. I am using Tuxedo Black Memento ink. This is my definite go-to black ink for most things. I did not push that down in the corner. And as you see, I have now made a boo-boo. And we're going to roll with it. No, we're not. I'm going to have to fix this. I'm going to put you on pause. I'll be right back. Hey, it's magic. We're back. And now I have the perfected version in here because I stamped it while you were gone, or while I was gone. So I'm going to peel this up off that sticky paper. I'm going to put the release paper back on here. And I'm just going to put this away for now. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and attach this piece to the front of that half door. As always, I use this Tombow dot adhesive. It's refillable. I love it. The dots can be easily rubbed off with your thumb or an eraser if you make a mistake. It's pretty cool. So that's down. Now we're at the semi-tricky part, and it's really not that tricky. We're going to use this scrap that we have left over. And I'm going to grab a sticker off this gorgeous sticker sheet that came with the paper pack. So I'm going to use this one. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to flip this over and put it upside down on my workspace. And then I'm going to make sure you kind of match your colors up. You know, our cardstock is two-toned, so I want this side to be up. I'm going to flip it over because everything's upside down here. You're going to lay this on the sticker about halfway down, just kind of straight across. Just like that. So now what you have is the sticker is stuck to the cardstock and the rest of it is still sticky. Now, before you do anything else, you're basically going to fussy cut around a sticker. And I'm going to put you on pause and come back when I'm done because this might take about a minute or two. Hey, we're back. So now I have the sticker. Looks like just a normal old sticker, except on one side we've got cardstock at the top and sticky at the bottom. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this little door because we're going to want this stuck on here, but I really want these lines to line up. So I'm just going to go ahead and line the card up just like this. Push it down, and when I close this, voila, everything looks good. So it's actually almost done, except we need to go ahead and put down our embossed piece on the inside. I'm just adding some adhesive to that. Open this up. Get this kind of centered in here. And then I've cut this 2 1/4 by 3 inch piece. We talked about this earlier. I'm just going to glue this in here. I'm going to glue it light side up, simply so that there's something that you can write on. You can make this any size you want as long as it doesn't, encroach upon this empty space. You need to make sure that when you shut this little door that the whole thing is covered up. So I just played it on the safe side and made it quite a bit smaller. So I'm going to center this in this bottom portion. And that's it. That's the whole card. But it's just super cute. And I love the embossing, and the way the embossing, see if I can get you to see that, shows behind that sticker even when the card is closed, I think is really adorable. So that's it. I am done for today. Have a lovely day. If you're a member of my Crafty Wenches group, I will see you on Thursday. Hopefully you've watched it before that, because it's really hard to write up instructions for this. And for the rest of you, hope you're doing well and you're happy and healthy, and I'll see you soon.